This episode of Lost Anarchy Presents has been brought to you by Cigarette.com.
Disclaimer, the following is an honest review of the Sunset Strip Music Festival 2014. There is no way an attack on any one person, family, organization, or investment group, just a review of the festival. It's your fearless leader, UltimateBandGirl. I'm back from captivity in an assassination attempt on my fucking life.
It's crazy.
While in Vegas on Memorial Day weekend for Guns N' Roses, I stood next to a Joker and Harley Quinn on Fremont Street, who creeped me the fuck out.
My fellow American.
I commented on how they looked like evil killers who would probably kill you for $1.
My fellow citizens, vote for tyranny.
Especially the girl.
Whatever.
A few weeks later, I saw them on the news. They were Jerad and Amanda Miller. They killed 2 Las Vegas Police Department officers at a Chi-Chi's Pizza. They then went into a Walmart, killed a random man before Amanda killed Jerad, and then herself.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I am so glad they didn't shoot up Fremont Street, and that I stayed away from them, and was not surprised to see them on the news for killing.
And I'm telling you, it's what you want.
In other news, a Hollywood institution since 1950, the Powerhouse on Highland, north of Hollywood Boulevard, finally closed its doors for the last time. The final night's bringing in long lines over an hour wait to get in for one last drink. Gone are the days you could grab a $3 PBR, shoot some darts while listening to an analog jukebox, or smoke out back in the alley with the locals, tourists, and street performers. I spent half of my life going to the Powerhouse. I made some good friends and enemies along the way. The place is being gutted and remodeled and will no longer serve cheap drinks. It's going to be more upscale, no word on its new name. Do not fear, PBR fans. Around the corner on Los Palmas next to the hotel from Pretty Woman is Whiskey Blue. A new rock and roll bar is open. Beers start at $2 for PBR. Whiskey shots start at $5.
Oh my.
Whiskey Blue is very spacious and has 3 separate indoor areas. One that has a stage and free live entertainment nightly. Whiskey Blue is managed and booked by Crystal, the former booking agent from Bordner's.
Nice.
Crystal knows a lot of good talented musicians and has a lot of good shows lined up. Tuesday night is an open mic that's hosted by Dog, formerly of Green Jello. They also have an outdoor smoking patio.
Nice.
In July, Motley Crue rode into the Hollywood Bowl for the final tour with special guest Alice Cooper. The sound was crisp and clear, and Cooper was fantastic and gave his visual stage show. Crue's sound was a bit distorted and vocals were not clear. Many times the band sounded very offbeat. Very emotional night for Crue's final night at the Bowl for Crue's final Home Sweet Home. Tommy Lee will be on tour next playing drums for 311.
Really?
During the summer, comedian Andy Dick had a residency for his variety show, The Andy Dick Experience, at the Pig and Whistle. Booked full of musical and comedy acts with Andy Dick as the MC and main talent. It was very funny, and Andy had some talented musicians in the house. I loved the small intimate setting in the back room and felt it was a prime for the Andy Dick Experience. I would recommend this show when Andy does it again. Gittle Partridge was in the house, and Melrose Larry Green surprised the crowd on stage. Andy Dick's show was so much fun.
And then the man we laughed at.
In August, I went and returned again at the Hollywood Bowl for 9 Inch Nails, aka NIN. I've always been a huge fan of 9 Inch Nails and was very excited to finally get to see them. The sound was perfect, crisp, clear, and not distorted. I heard every 9 Inch Nails song I wanted to hear of their catalog during the 2-hour set.
Is that supposed to hurt?
Labor Day weekend, Budweiser presented the Made in America Festival at Grand Park in downtown LA in front of City Hall. The only band I was interested in seeing on day one was the Imagine Dragons, but I missed them. Day 2 had Cypress Hill early in the day with triple-digit heat, so I had to pass. Be Real, Marry Me, I'm just kidding. I arrived just after the sun began cooling down. 35,000 people filled the festival ground. A large portion of the area off the side of the main stage was a huge unfinished dirt lot. Refreshment stands were sold out of almost everything, with 4 acts still to go. Even after adding more porta potties overnight, lines were still long and the location on the grounds was inconvenient. Half of the food trucks were sold out by the time I got there. Waits were 40 to 50 deep with hour-long wait times for your food. The Kogi barbecue truck had lines of 60 to 70 people at a time. Alkaline Trio was the first band that I caught. I had never seen the band before and was not a fan. Although they were very powerful and energetic, I could not get into how many times that Alkaline Trio said whoa whoa in their songs. It sucked. Next was John Mayer. I did not like his set at all. Most of his set was too country and bluesy twang for my LA girl style. Mayer scolded some of his fans for climbing on top of the lighting box to get a better view. Mayer told them he was not on stage playing so they can climb on top of a bus bench. Like the times I have seen Mayer around West Hollywood, he was dressed bummy in a t-shirt, looking greasy and dirty.
What the fuck is this?
During Mayer's set, I ran into a man carrying a girl obviously having a drug overdose. She was white, clammy, convulsing, and barely breathing. I didn't feel that it looked good for her. Even though this occurred near all of the food trucks, there was no event staff, security, no police officers, or even any medics in sight to get help.
Benny fucking Hanna?
They shouted out my dad, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fictitious.
Benny fucking Hanna?
Uncle Angelino Steve Aoki performed next. Entering the stage in an obvious nod to the Illuminati in a white button-up shirt covered in pyramids with eyeballs in the middle of them, and a kilt with a Baphomet head prominently featured on it. Most of Aoki's songs glorify drug use, and he throws cake on the crowd. And the audience is blissfully unaware he's mocking them, just like Marie Antoinette mocking her lower class as she said, "Let them eat cake." Machine Gun Kelly performed a song with Aoki, and then introduced Mayor Garcetti as the fucking mayor. After a quick photo op of the fucking mayor bombs just kept going off, and Garcetti rushed off the stage. I figured Garcetti didn't want controversy after he dropped the F-bomb at the LA Kings victory rally over the summer. I attended the LA Kings victory parade. The Stanley Cup looked so much bigger in person. The LA Kings victory parade was more staffed than the Budweiser Made in America Fest. After Aoki's set was Kanye West, aka the gay fish turned hobbit fucker,
I am not Aquaman. I am a recovering gay fish.
or as Mark Dice likes to call him, Kanye Pest, closed out night 2. West's set opened with the song Black Slaves. The introduction was very heavy metal sounding. Guitars and screens showed red fiery smoke and reminding me of Hellfire.
Yo, that is messed up, yo. I am not gay, and I sure as hell ain't no fish.
West entered the stage wearing a metallic mask at the first few songs before dramatically taking it off.
No, I am not no gay fish.
A few songs later, he left and reappeared wearing the mask.
I'm not gay, and I'm not a fish.
He appeared evil and demonic on the screens, and mysteriously his photos would not upload for the magazine on the computer.
You like to put fish dicks in your mouth.
West spent most of his time on stage literally ranting and saying not to fuck with his clique.
Shut the fuck up!
Many in the audience can be heard saying,
Shut the fuck up.
With no more water available and tired of West's rants, I left 30 minutes before the festival ended. Grand Park could be an excellent venue to hold an outdoor festival. This one was too rushed and poorly planned and lacked the amenities like medics, enough bathroom, security, food, and most importantly, water!
Room service. Room service.
The Made in America Fest was the most overtly satanic and drug-glorifying thing I have ever been to. My favorite festival of the year has arrived, the Sunset Strip Music Festival. This year, when first announced, it was a Neanderlander event and a 2-day festival. Email bouts before the lineup were announced had a pre-sale super discount price of $100 for both days. The lineup announcement had me scratching my head some and excited for festival honorees Jane's Addiction. I seen very little marketing before the event, and initially when tickets went on sale for $100 a day for general admission, suddenly days before the event, I see that Neanderlander was no longer promoting it, and now it was a K-Rock event. Also, the tickets were $50 a day, the same price as the discount quote-unquote pre-sale. Doors opened later than in previous years, and people were saying the lineup had been shortened at the last minute. I walked right up to the gates with no line at all at 4:30 p.m. I see nothing anywhere showing set times and stages. No one can answer anything about bands that were on stage or the set times except for the whiskey. The Mirror 16 stage was in the empty lot where a hotel is going to be built and was full of dirt and gravel. The gravel was large rocks and they were very painful to walk through and stand on. There was plenty of food trucks and stands. The lines moved very quickly and everyone was well stocked.
Oh yeah!
Sponsor Keurig had free iced coffees from their brewers. Another sponsor, Coca-Cola, gave out free Cokes and Sprites to attendees all day. I've seen only one festival attendant in distress. They were being held by West Hollywood safety ambassadors, and you could see that the fire department medics were on their way to help. The event had a lot of staff, volunteers, security guards, sheriff, and fire department medics. Bathrooms had two convenient locations and very short lines. There was a large Jack Daniels alcohol garden located near the Mirror stage. There was a craft beer marketplace with food near the Roxy and a Budweiser beer garden near the Rainbow Bar and Grill.
Nice.
Foo Fighter drummers band Birds of Satan was very good. They put on a stellar performance. On the Mirror's 316 stage, Riff Raff made me embarrassed to say that I really enjoyed his set, and I thought Riff Raff was very, very good and he was very entertaining.
Nice.
The Crosses was a total goth new wave, make you want to dance like a scarecrow kind of band. With Sunset Boulevard packed to the rainbow, festival honorees Jane's Addiction performed their Nothing Shocking album in its entirety. For the first few songs, I was up very close on the right side of the stage, standing next to the grandfather from the movie Little Miss Sunshine. People around us were very drunk and they were violently shoving and bouncing the people around us. When an actual 5-on-1 fight broke out near me that involved one of my editor's friends, I took off. I did not want a repeat of Guns N' Roses at the joint at the Hard Rock Casino.
Well done!
I was there to enjoy Jane's Addiction, not be assaulted and have to fight the entire show. I had a better view from the back of the front section since everyone in the front of me was blocking my view with the cell phone.
What the fuck?
Jane's Addiction was very amazing. The crowd stayed very excited throughout the entire show.
Oh yeah!
Singing along to all of the songs.
Oh yeah!
During the encore and stop, Jane's Addiction had two girls come out that were suspended by their skin on hooks who were airily dancing above the stage. I've seen the entire Adler family walking around, Lou, Nick, and Cisco. I've seen Mario and Scarlett Magliari.
Oh yeah!
LA Weekly entertainment writer Lena Licaro, David Faustino, Mickey Avalon, and the Cottonmouth Kings bass player were among other notable people seen in attendance. I really like this festival a lot and look forward to it every year since it started, and I am always surprised by the lineup. I passed on the second day. I hadn't heard of any of the lineup except Empire of the Sun, and I didn't care enough. Night 2, as it was ending, I saw a lot of very young teenage people, just really trendy hipster types leaving. I heard a lot of people saying that they thought the festival sucked and that they were bored most of the time. It didn't seem as crowded as for Jane's Addiction, maybe half the crowd. The crowd wasn't very friendly either.
This episode.
The brand new issue of Lost Anarchy magazine is now currently available. The rest of you collectors and readers that would like to order a physical copy of the magazine, you can do so for only $2.50 at comicfleamarket.com.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe or I will scratch your eyeballs out.
This episode has been brought to you by Zigaret.com. There's nothing fake about it. We're the source for electronic cigarettes. Welcome to the 21st century. Quit smoking and start vaping. No tar, no secondhand smoke, no pollution, no offensive odors. Smoke without the guilt. We carry everything from egos to traditional electric cigarettes and a full line of accessories. So please come on down to Zigaret.com. All of our flavors are produced right here in the United States, and we can even say our flavors are kosher. So for the best flavors, the best vaping experience that you can get, go to Zigaret.com. And remember, all the flavor you will get vaping on your cigarette at Zigaret.com. That's Zigret.com.